What's up, YouTube? I'm Debt-Free Joel. And on today's personal finance tip, we're going to talk about the things you should be doing before you buy a stock. If you like these type of videos, feel free to click the like and subscribe button, and let's get to it. When it comes to buying a stock, you can get really emotional about it. You can have this fear of missing out, or what they call FOMO, for example, especially if you're seeing the stock rise every single day. So one of the things that you want to do is take the time out and actually say, all right, what are the things I should be doing to prepare myself to buy this stock so that my emotions don't get involved? Because a lot of times when your emotions get involved in stock picking, you end up picking the wrong stock. So here are a few options you can use to think about when you actually buy a stock. The first one is one that I use often, which is ask yourself why 3 times as it pertains to buying a stock. Because if you can answer that question logistically as well as intelligently about the stock, then you may fully understand it. So what do I mean? Let's say someone comes up to you and says, you know what, I think you need to buy Tesla. Okay, let's say you like the company. First question is, why do you like the company? I like the company because of what Elon Musk has been doing, because they're producing electric cars and they produce really good, efficient use electric cars. Why? Why do they produce really good, efficient cars? Because number one, they get government grants. Number two, they have Elon Musk at the helm. Number three, they have great engineers. Number four, they have the ability to scale, right? And then you ask one more level of question. Why? Why are they able to do all this? Because they have the patents. They have the ability to produce the cars in a seamless manner. They're able to reduce costs. So as you start to work through your logistic to buying a stock, you go, why? That third level, when you get to that point, means that you fully, or at least have a really good understanding about why you're buying the stock. So that's my first tip. Ask yourself why at least 3 times. If you have to write it on a piece of paper, then so be it. And for the record, I'm not saying to buy Tesla. I'm saying that's just the way for you to go about it. I have my own problems with Tesla. The second thing you want to do is realize who you are from a risk tolerance standpoint. Are you the type of person who hates to lose money? I don't know about you, but if you're watching this video, you know I hate to lose money. So one of the things you can do is realize that you could be wrong. Let me say that again. Realize that you could be wrong when you choose an investment. It's the ultimate form of maturity, is to understand you're not always going to be right. So one of the things you can do is have an exit strategy. So let's say you spent $100 on Tesla. I feel like picking on Tesla today. Let's say you spent $100 on Tesla, and then he all of a sudden decides that he wants to go and buy, for example, Twitter. And when he goes and buys Twitter, that decreases the stock price of Tesla because all the Tesla shareholders are like, what the hell are you doing? Well, if you bought Tesla and you had an exit strategy, you would have said, look, if I lose 10, 30% of my initial investment in Tesla, let's say I put $100 in and now it's at 70, I'm exiting the position, right? I'm selling the stock and I'm out. I'm not going to even think about it. There's going to be no emotion involved. I've already predetermined that I do not want to lose any more than 30% on this value of the stock. If you have that before you purchase the stock, it allows you to make a trigger. It allows you to just simply follow the logic of what you put down on paper so that you can exit the strategy. You don't have this fear of holding on and hoping for dear life that it gets better. It never does. So that's my second tip. Have an exit strategy. And third is to figure out what your time horizon is. So are you buying it for tomorrow? Are you buying it to sell it next week? Are you buying it to sell it 5 years from now? The longer the time horizon, the more likely you can allow your logic to play out. I'll give you an example. It's really hard for me right now to predict what the stock market is going to do tomorrow. In fact, I have no idea what the stock market is going to do tomorrow. I don't know what's going to do next week. I don't know what's going to do next month. I don't even know what's going to do next year. But what I do know is this. Within the next 2 to 5 years, there's going to be a recession. Within the next 10 years, there's going to be a recession and then a boom. Within the next 20 years, the stock market is going to be higher than where it is right now. So when I choose a stock, for example, at least when I buy one, I don't buy one for tomorrow. I don't buy one for a week from now. I don't buy one for a month from now. I buy one 5 years from now. So when I buy it, I don't have to worry about the day-to-day fluctuations. The longer your time horizon, the more likely you're going to be able to see your investment actually play out. Because here's the thing, a lot of times we buy investments thinking that the minute we buy them, everything should fall into play. No, you could be wrong. In fact, your timing could be wrong. You can choose the right stock, you can choose the right price, and all of a sudden Ukraine goes to war. It just happens. So what you want to do is make sure that you allow your time horizon to fully implement your strategy. So make sure your time horizon makes sense. I'm debt-free Joel. Those are the 3 tips I have for you today. If you like these type of videos, feel free to like and subscribe the video as well as the channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at debt-free-joel. I put a ton of information on there about finance in terms of saving, in terms of investing, and most importantly, in terms of charity. Until then, keep your money up.